Thank you very much. I want to thank the gentleman from Maryland and the gentlelady from Washington for your tremendous leadership. You've hit the ground running here in Congress in defense of our nation's immigrants and refugees, and for all who just seek to live the American dream. So thank you very much for your leadership and for calling us together tonight. Mr. Speaker, in his first week as president, Donald Trump issued an executive order essentially banning immigrants and refugees from the United States on the basis of religion. This action effectively shuts our gates to some of the most vulnerable people in the world fleeing danger and death. This ban flies in the face of our fundamental values as Americans. It is, yes, morally reprehensible and will only serve to make the United States less safe. This executive order is also a direct threat to our national security. Banning Muslim immigrants and refugees only fuels ISIS propaganda by promoting the false idea that the United States is at war with Islam. And this hateful ban is felt in our communities across the nation. In my district, one Iranian student at the University of California at Berkeley was not allowed to board the plane to return to the United States. She is now forced to withdraw from the semester. This is a disgrace. Mr. Speaker, this nation is and has been and will always be a nation of immigrants. This ban, President and his executive orders, they do not reflect our values. This is not who we are. As the president's divisive ban was implemented, we witnessed thousands of Americans bring what I call street heat. Men, women, and children across the country stood up to the president and declared with one voice, "Not on our watch." These protests, the voice of the American people, they give me hope. If we stand together and resist, we will prevail. And while the president continues his attack on immigrants, refugees, and Muslims, I vow to stand up for our communities with my colleagues with a clear message saying, once again, this is not who we are. This Muslim ban is hateful, it's unconstitutional, and it's downright wrong. Finally, let me just say, February is Black History Month. And as an African-American woman, I'm reminded of the bans and exclusions of African Americans and my ancestors, and the legacy of slavery, where my ancestors were brought here in chains, built this country, and continue to fight for freedom and justice. As an African American, there is no way I can tolerate any ban on anyone seeking refuge in this great country. Finally, and in conclusion, as a member of the Appropriations Committee, I just want to say I'm going to fight tooth and nail to prevent funding for these misguided anti-immigrant and anti-refugee policies. Thank you again, and I yield back, and thank you for giving me time.